Okay, you're welcome back, and you're welcome to this second edition of how to analyze our data. Now, we have our data in Excel here, as you can see. We want to analyze it and pivot it. But it seems it has a lot of blank spaces. You see, all this is blank. If it can, I cannot, it's hard to analyze it. See, if I come here and say analyze data, I'm going to have a lot of inconsistencies because of these blank spaces. And the blank spaces are due to how we created the form on Google. Don't mind about how. There is a very simple way, shortcut, on how to remove these blank spaces. What you're going to do is you're going to either on your keyboard press Ctrl G. That's the easiest shortcut. Ctrl G. It will open a dialog box like this one. Let me do it again. Ctrl G. When it opens a dialog box like this one, you go to special, and then in special here you choose blanks because you want to select spaces that are blank. Then you click OK. All the blank spaces in the document will be highlighted on the spot, as you can see. Okay, and then now that they are selected, what am I going to do with them? I'm going to delete them. Okay, so to delete them, I'm going to right click in any of the selected cells. I right click, please right click, take note of that, and then I'm going to go to delete. Okay, okay, I don't see my option here properly, so what I'm going to do, there's the second option. You're going to go to home. Okay, you're going to go to home, and then home menu, under the menu bar, file, then home. So then you look for delete. Okay, you click the drop down arrow here. Then they will ask you, do you want to delete cells, or you want to delete sheets, or you want to delete columns, or delete the whole sheet? Now here we are going to delete cells. I click delete cells. So when you delete cells, do you want to shift the cells left, up, or the entire row or entire column? I want to shift them left. So that's what is selected. You can see I select shift cells left. I click OK. And boom, all the spaces are gone except for this one arrow. I mean row, this one row. That one you select it by clicking on its row label, number 2 here. Right click the row label and delete, it will disappear. Now the only thing that's remaining now is that you can see region is West Nile, district Pakwat, sub-county Wadelai, parish Paquinho, village Aparario, district again. We have district here and we have district here, and yet here we have a name of the person, Rachiu Amelda. So it means that these labels here, column labels, are repeated, and that is how again we created the form. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this, since it's repeated from district, I will leave one district, one sub-county, one parish, and one village. This second district, from here, I'm going to select all of them which are repeated. Okay, up to the time I reach the last village, and it gives me household name. As you can see down here, and household name, we have yes and no. So those are answers to another question. But it is because household name, when we shifted cells to left, household name came here. You see here under I, here. So that's where the household name is. But when I select now these cells that I have selected, when I delete them and shift cells left, this household name label or column header, this one, will go to the rightful place. Let's see what it does when I delete. I right click and I delete. No, again, right click is not working there. So I come to delete here, the delete function under menu bar, and I delete cells and I shift cells left. And boom, you can see household head. Under it, we have the household names, meaning my data now is ready for analysis. Okay. The last thing I'm going to do here before I do any analysis is to make this data a table. Okay, is to make this data a table so that I'm able to differentiate district, village, household name from the actual data. So simple. How do I do it? You press Control T. No, Control A first to select all. Control A, I have selected all. Then you do Control T. That is to make it a table. So it is asking me create table. Yes. And this thing here, there's a tick here, blue tick. It is asking me, my table has headers. If I had only names and the regions without the headers, I would leave it unticked. But because my first row are headers, for example, date, project, region, it means I'll tick it, I'll select it. Then I say, okay. Now you see how it makes it beautiful, look beautiful. And the first row is highlighted in a different color as a header. Now my data is a table and is ready for analysis. So the next thing we are going to look at is how to analyze the data through pivoting. We are going to do that in the next video.